cloak, which can be changed at will. It is a more integral part of one's own self than of one's body. Dr. Ambedkar's bitterness clouds his vision. The millions of illiterate Harijans will not listen to him. Their lives, for good or evil, are involved with caste Hindus. Every known religion would fail if judged by the standards of Dr. Ambedkar. But the press should also note that I feel whatever label the learned doctor wears in the future, he is not a man who will allow himself to be forgotten.
Baba Sahib, sugar?
You want to kill me?
Just a little.
You fool.
Diabetes. Eat kadu neem leaves. Or better boil them 1/4 and drink every morning.
That bitter dose, I have been swallowing it for my entire life.
And now you are administering it to us.
Doctor, your leaving will be a great blow to Hinduism.
A blow? You surprise me, Mr. Pradhan. We unclean untouchables have been the contaminators, the pollutants of you pure Aryans. Won't our leaving cleanse your religion of all impurities?
Baba Sahib, the exodus will not stop with you. It would be the death of Hindus in the long run.
It matters little, Masrekar Maharaj. The history of Hindustan will continue.
Not if the Hindus become a minority in our own land.
Then let the caste Hindus take a pledge that they will get rid of the evil of untouchability in a prescribed period.
Is that so easy? Look at the magnitude of the problem. It would require time.
Well, I can wait for 5 years for a change in Hindu hearts. But what guarantee? How am I to be sure? Yes, I know that you will show your good intentions. Make him Maharishi Shankaracharya for 1 year. Let thousands of Brahmins fall at his feet.
I'm Miss Drescher from the Agripada mission, and I would like you to meet Dr. Henry Crane from America.
Hello, Dr. Crane.
Hello.
He has come to take a close look at your conversion movement.
And has already met Mr. Gandhi at Wardha.
Yes, Dr. Ambedkar. I've met many people in that connection. And I truly believe that Christianity is the answer that can meet all of your requirements. If you convert into Christianity, all of the Christian nations will help to raise your social, political, and economic status.
And I think this won't be objectionable to any of your fellow Indians. Dr. Ambedkar, as the Bible says, the poor shall inherit the earth.
Which Bible do you normally refer to, Miss Drescher?
The Holy Bible, of course.
That's true, but which edition? Modern version, King James's version, or which dates back to the Elizabethan era? Miss Drescher, have you ever gone through the commentaries on the Bible by Cook? It's a good analytical study on the Bible, and also refers to Life of Jesus by Renwa and Khalil Gibran's Jesus the Son of Man. It can give you a different perspective of Christianity.
Dr. Ambedkar, we would like to invite you to the annual conference of the Methodist Church in Pune. And to the mission too.
I'll try.
Baba Sahib, Muslim India would be honored to welcome you and all untouchables. We promise you that untouchables will have the fullest equality and rights in every sphere: political, social, economical, and religious.
As you know, Baba Sahib, our religion believes in one God, Ek Onkar, and provides equal treatment to all its followers. It fulfills all the desired requirements regarding the conversion of depressed classes.
Here is a telegram from Mahabodhi Society. Dr. Ambedkar, you and your community is cordially welcome to embrace Buddhism, which is professed in greater part of Asia. We guarantee equal status to all converts. There is no caste distinction amongst us. We are willing to send workers. Please let us know.
It seems that Congress and Sardar are bent upon destroying you in these elections. Haven't you read Sardar Patel's statement?
Yes. No concessions under the communal awards if we convert.
Look, Doctor, I have not come here as your friend. I have come here as an authorized representative of the Hindu Mahasabha. We know your views and your patriotism. We know that you will never convert to Islam or Christianity.
Do not take me for granted. I don't need a certificate of patriotism. And I know the culture and history of this country better than many of you. Yes, it is my contention that the conversion to either of these faiths would fundamentally alter the political and cultural equation here. But how does it concern us if we have no stake?
Doctor, we shall fight tooth and nail to protect your concessions. Even if you convert to Sikhism, the Hindu Mahasabha will give you a written commitment.
How diabolical, you old Brahmin bandicoot. Dear Bhaurao, did you notice Dr. Munji's anxiety over my decision to change religion? Some people asked me what advantage would you gain by changing it. My answer to them is, just as Swaraj is necessary for India, so is change of religion necessary for the untouchables. The underlying motive in both is the desire for freedom.
The Congress Committee has reiterated Mahatma Gandhi's principle of non-violence while giving Britain support in the war efforts, but only on the condition of an assurance of complete freedom for India. On the other hand, Dr. Ambedkar's Independent Labour Party has given a total and unconditional support to Britain's war against fascism.
I believe that Nazism is a menace to the future of all mankind. This is a war between dictatorship and democracy. A dictatorship based not on any moral order, but on racial arrogance. The Congress doesn't seem to understand this. Do they want to exchange the British for the Nazis? Are you all right, Miss Epstein?
As you probably know, I am Jewish, originally from Germany. My family is still there. They have been reported missing. They may be in hiding. I fear for them.
I'm so sorry.
Dr. Ambedkar today expressed his views that there was nothing wrong in sharing power with the British government. He added that without their support, he would never have been able to solve the labour problems or establish the People's Education Society.
Dear Miss Disher, I have some sad news. Fanny is no more. I could not write the criticism on the Bible as promised, but I have dedicated her an equally important book, What Congress and Gandhi Have Done to the Untouchables. And I am glad that she accepted it before she died.
No, Baba Sahib. In Rag Bhoop, you are not supposed to play the Madhyam. It is Sa Dha Pa Ga Re Sa Re Ga. Now let's try it together. Yes?
Mr. President, sir, this Constituent Assembly declares its firm and solemn resolve to proclaim India as an independent, sovereign republic and to draw up for her future governance a constitution wherein the territories will be governed by the country.
In substance, my amendment proposes we postpone passing this resolution to a later stage to enable the Muslim League and the Indian states to participate, if they choose so, in the deliberations of the Assembly.
Now, I call upon Dr. Ambedkar to take the floor.
Mr. Chairman, I am indeed very grateful to you for having called me to speak on this resolution. I know today we are divided politically, socially and economically. We are a group of warring camps, and I may even go to the extent of confessing that I am probably one of the leaders of such a camp. But sir, with all this, I am quite convinced that nothing in the world will prevent this country from becoming one. I have no hesitation in saying that, notwithstanding the agitation of the Muslim League for the partition of India, someday enough light will dawn upon them, and they too will begin to think that a united India is better even for them. It seems you are firm on your stand on Pakistan.
Well, Dr. Ambedkar, in your own words and thoughts on Pakistan, you have said that Hindus think that Pakistan is a dream of Muslims, but Muslims know that Pakistan is a reality.
No, Mr. Jinnah. I'm against your two-nation theory. We should fight for the rights of the minorities staying on in this country.
Well, that stage seems to have gone. Now Pakistan is going to be a reality.
Untouchability in any form is abolished, and the imposition of any disability on that account shall be an offense.
महात्मा गांधी की जय, महात्मा गांधी की जय, महात्मा गांधी की जय, महात्मा गांधी की जय, महात्मा गांधी की जय।
Too many complications, Baba Sahib. Diabetes, arthritis, high blood pressure, neuritis. Too many complications. You have to be very careful, Baba Sahib. Well, I'll prescribe you some medicines. Meet my colleague, Dr. Sharda Kabir. She'll explain you about the diet and other things. Doctor, excuse me. I have to see some patients. I'll be back again.
You will have to take insulin injection every day. Besides that, diet and exercise is a must.
How is it possible?
But you must do it if you want to live longer. Your people, this country, they need you. If you want, I can come to your home and explain this to your wife.
I lost my wife 12 years ago, young lady.
Oh, I'm sorry. But there must be somebody at home to look after you.
No, I have no one.
It is fortuitous that Mr. Jaikar has resigned from the Constituent Assembly. The Bombay Legislative Congress Party would like you to fill his seat. Is this agreeable to you?
After 2 decades of poisoning the atmosphere against me, the Congress is sending me to the Constituent Assembly. Will your partymen allow me to work in peace?
The country is passing through a critical phase, and it needs you. All people, irrespective of political parties, must contribute in building a new India.
Mr. Patil, have you consulted Mr. Gandhi?
Yes. Bapu has no objection. Jawahar approves of it. And Rajendra Prasad is keen to get you there.
How reassuring to know that. Now you realize that it is possible to be a nationalist without being a congressman.
Aren't you happy with the list of ministers, Bapu?
Namaste ji.
Namaste.
Who will be in charge of law, Jawahar? And framing of the constitution?
For the constitution, we are consulting experts all over the world.
All over the world? I think a sufferer should write the constitution of free India. How about Dr. Ambedkar, Jawahar?
Yes. History has put this responsibility on us. I suppose I shall have to carry this blood on my conscience when I die. Well, to business then. Do you know the reason why I requested you to come here? I would like you to be a part of the national government of Free India. Do you accept?
It depends. What portfolio?
Law.
Will there be enough work?
Plenty. Don't worry. A lot of new measures are to be legislated.
Yes. The Hindu Code Bill is still pending, isn't it?
Well, we are determined to clear it fast. I'm very glad. We shall be working together.
Dear Bhaura, India is an independent country today. But will she maintain her independence? Will the many political parties with diverse and opposing political creeds place India above their own castes and creeds? We must be determined to defend our independence to the last drop of our blood.
Your blood sugar is so high. No more sugar for you. More mixed tea for you.
They tried to remember, but...
No, you can't afford to be careless. No more fruits and no more rice. At least for a fortnight. And you need a checkup for next week.
There's a meeting of the drafting committee in Delhi. I have to be there for a week.
I wonder who is going to take care of you in Delhi.
Dear Chitra, my work in the draft constitution has increased a great deal. And on the other hand, my health forbids me the slightest of strains. I have considered your suggestion of having somebody to look after my health sympathetically. I have decided to marry Dr. Sharada Kabir.
Baba Sahab. Bapuji was shot dead while he was going for the prayers.
Dr. Ambedkar, you sign first, then she will sign. Now I proclaim you as man and wife.
Mr. President, sir, I introduce the draft constitution settled by the drafting committee and move that it be taken into consideration.
Mr. President, sir, I am one of those in the House who are aware of the amount of work and enthusiasm that Dr. Ambedkar has brought to bear on the work of drafting this constitution. The House is perhaps aware that of the 7 members nominated by you, one had resigned and was not replaced. One was away in America and his place was not filled up. And another person was engaged in his state affairs, and there was a void to that extent one or two people were far away from Delhi, and perhaps reasons of health did not permit